Hello, this is Miss Sarah, and I am demonstrating how to use sunprint paper. So what I did here was I took a large piece of cardboard, and in my bathroom where it's dark and there's no light, I assembled some seashells and a rock on top of one piece. And then I took some large negatives that I had in my house and placed them here. And then I transferred the piece of cardboard out into my yard in the sunlight. And as you can see, the paper started as blue and now is turning to white. Once it turns white, I'm going to transfer the paper into this big bowl of water. So it looks like it's about ready. Let's try it out, see how it looks. I didn't realize there's another sheet here underneath it. So let me try to make another one. I'll do something a little different. And this one looks like it's about ready to go. Oh, and there's another sheet here. This is the first time I'm doing this. So let's see if we can move this over a little bit. And oops. So you see the shells are already being exposed onto the paper. So I'm going to leave them like this. Let's see how they come out. This is the finished. And I feel like the one with the negative really didn't come out as I had liked it to. So I wonder if I leave it for a little bit longer, if that will change the results. So after you put them in the water, leave them to dry. And it's a very bright day. The sun is shining. There's very little clouds in the sky. It's kind of harsh lighting, or hard lighting. In a day that would be overcast and have clouds in the sky and be diffused light, it might take longer. But it's looking to me like it's about, 45 seconds. It's definitely under a minute for exposure time here. But I think I'm going to leave it a bit longer, like I said. Now take a look at these results here a little more closely. There really isn't much here on the one that I laid the negative on top of. And the one with the shells, there's very little detail. There's a lot of silhouettes and outlines, which I was hoping if there was some different gradation of opacity in the shells, that they would show some lines or details, which I'm not really getting. So the next time I think I'm going to try some plant life. I have some trees and leaves in my garden. The overarching theme is I would like to use these sunprint paper to tell my quarantine story, and I'd like to inspire you to do that as well. So I tried to find things that I had around my house. I've been spending a lot of time indoors, but also things that connect me to nature, like the shells. I was thinking next I would use some masks, see how that turns out. And I have some geometric shapes that I'm going to bring out next. Okay, I'm gonna cut off now and come back to you in a moment. Okay, so I finished the sun print with the shells. This one I'm happier with than the first one. As you can see, there's less blocky silhouette forms and some more details in the middle. I don't know. What do you think? Leave it in the comments. This was the first one that I did with the negatives. The second one, I'm not that happy with. The negatives, I guess, are a little bit dark. This is called a contact print. When you put a negative, when you lay a negative on top of a piece of paper and expose it. But what I did do is I took these shapes here, as I had mentioned, and I'm very happy with the results. Actually, it looked kind of nicer a moment ago in the water, but I like that there's some depth to it. And as you can see from here, there's different opacities. I tried to use this protractor because it's more solid. Let's see how that looks here. The bowl shadow is getting in the way. Let me move this a little bit. I think, you know, metal, solid things, keys, I'm gonna try that next. All right, let's see. Oh, and also I have these leaves I'm gonna try. The last set I'm going to do. I did quite a few. Again, I assembled them on this large piece of cardboard in my bathroom in a dark room and set them up and carried them outside into the sun. Now, what the directions say, this is the nature print paper, the sun prints it. What it says is to lay it in the sun for about 2 minutes, exposed to the sun until blue turns very pale blue. Do not overexpose. So after it turns very pale blue, you're going to remove it and put it into the water for 1 minute. Okay, now while we're waiting for that, I just want to show you this also that's in there. It says share and win with nature print paper. If you have Instagram, post pictures of your sun prints, hashtag nature print paper to win some prizes. The sun is sort of going away a little bit. There must be a cloud coming in. But like I said earlier, I want these to be used for a theme of telling a quarantine story. So I put my daughter's mask and my mask. I found some items in the yard. You know, I'd like you to try to create something that has special meaning for you. Okay, so these are really, this is a bunch of random keys that I had in my house. This looks like it's ready to go into the water. And again, it says 1 minute in the water. And this one looks like it's ready to go. And let's see. Oh, there was 2 sheets there. I keep making that mistake of getting the sheets stuck together, so be careful of that. That came out beautiful. I like that. My name is Miss Sarah, so the S is S shape is something I love. Tip this quickly. Okay, and I'll be right back with the results. So here are the final results. The paper says that it's 30 sheets in a pack. And remember, the sheets are very thin, so try not to let them, you know, fly away. You could even lay glass over them when you're doing your exposure. It's not that windy today though, so it came out pretty good. I'm happiest with the results of these protractors and geometric shapes. And for me, it represents remote learning, because so much of my profession and teaching, and also my daughter's as a student, she's a second grade student, has been brought into the home. So I felt that that was a good idea or concept to represent my quarantine story. The rubber glove, a little hard to make out, and so were the masks, which that was an idea I thought for the quarantine story. But please create your own. Try to tell your quarantine story through these 30 prints of sun print paper and share them with me. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and enjoy your summer.